first use of the wind. It's blowing from the northeast quarter at Parramatta's back. Ray Price takes the first kick. Manly running from right to left in the white uniform with the maroon shorts and stripes. Parramatta in their blue and gold uniform from left to right. John Colt, first touch of the ball in first grade for some time. A little World Cup half, number 7. Beard, technical kick. Magnificent. A masterful kick, a drop punt. Kicked the ball very low to the ground into the Manly quarter, just around. Oh, that looked like an incorrect feed, but the referee says scrum again. It's a penalty against Baker for striking with a foot. And he's still pointing at him, hardly making it very obvious that it was John Baker who was in error there. A penalty from Graham Eadie. Breeze is a little bit stronger out there than it looks from the flags. Steve Martin, John Gray, Ian Thompson. Jeff Gerard penalised for a swinging high tackle. Second penalty of the match, and Mr. Hartley really laying down the law early. He's got a very grim look in his face today. It's not a great kick from Eadie. Again, not making much ground, but they're up toward halfway, Manly. Ian Thompson comes up the blind side, unloads to Harvey there. He got it back inside, still on the halfway line. Steve Martin, Bruce Walker. Makes a break. Last tackle. And it's a penalty against Randall for a punch. Swinging right arm. Now Gerard's being spoken to rather intimately by Greg Hartley, put his face right up to his and almost as if he was looking into his eyes. Now then, that penalty takes them 5 metres from the Manly quarter. Gerard, Price, Cock, Price, not giving Price any room. He's a noted tackle breaker. Well, Webb finds a few metres on the blind side of that ruck. Cock. Olling's left it behind. Walker's half volleyed it. In possession 12 metres out from the Manly line.
John Gray seems to have hurt that leg again. He's on his feet now, limping back to position.
Stephen Knight. Blimey. Terry Randall. Back inside to Harvey. Gray still being treated out among the backs. Ian Thompson poised on the blind side to get it. There's Walker left it behind, but goes back for it. No knock on. Steve Martin. Alan Thompson. The break. Right through the defence. Coming up towards halfway. Unloads it nicely to Gartner. Gartner goes beautifully. He's got Booth on the outside. Oh, it's a frightful pass from Gartner. Well, bless my soul. There was a try on there. And the pass from Gartner sailed up round Booth's head and over the sideline. Well, bless my soul. Great break. Peard changes direction. John Peard of a couple of seasons ago would have relished that try and run under the post. Just that little bit of pace off him. He was chased by the world too. The entire Manly side appeared to be chasing him. Baker. Defence of both sides, very, very strong. Gerard going for a good run. He's busted it right up the middle. Good stuff. 5 metres into the Manly quarter. There'll be a penalty if they don't get off him. Webb, Olling, goes straight ahead, unloaded to Gerard, who's just recovered from the other run, and through he goes again. Oh, he's right through. Pathetic defence by Manly. Great football by Gerard, who just completed the original bust. There was one play the ball, he involved himself in the play again and went straight through. No credit at all to the Manly defence, but let's give the big rap to the man that scored it. It was Olling taking the pass forward, unloading, and Gerard straight ahead through some most ineffective defence. Nobody attempted to go low. From head on, those enormous thighs of his just kept on picking them up and putting them down. And there he goes. And that is really disastrous defence by Manly. Well, as they did last Sunday, opened right up after a period of pressure and allowed the opposition through. So, first blood to Parramatta. Cronin now a simple kick from a man of his calibre. He's kicked over 400 or scored over 400 points this year. He's hit the right hand upright. It stayed out. That's a bad miss. So the score remains Parramatta 3, Manly 0. Repeating the result of the reserve grade playoff, Balmain 16 in the last seconds defeated Parramatta 14. Kick off. It's over the sideline, and Price collected a heavy knock with the shake into Ian Thompson on this occasion. And a penalty against Olling for pulling Ian Thompson forward in the tackle. Is the ruling by referee Hartley. Graham Eadie now from about 11 metres inside the Parramatta half, excuse me. Directly in the middle of the field. Just about the bowler's end at the northern end of the ground. Were there a cricket match in progress? Our end on camera shows the job in front of him. Kicking into the breeze. There's Price again, watching the uprights. Gets that one straight ahead, and it's a goal. That's the first goal he's kicked in 7 attempts. That's great. Appeared to kick off. Just going the required distance. It's beautifully taken, not for Olling, and he takes it well. That's good work by the Parramatta forwards. They're back to the quarter line, well inside. This little Webb, little hooker, who did a great job in 75 for them when they had 3 matches to play in 6 days in a replay situation. Terry Randall will be penalised if he doesn't get off Peard. Colk, Robert J. Oh, nearly through. Only about 20 metres out. There's Gerard going bulldozing ahead again. 8 metres away from the Manly line. There's Colk going for the bomb. That is not a bad kick, but Eadie's going to take it and is pushed over the dead ball line. Olling right through the gap, unloaded beautifully to Glenn West. The big fella strode away. He's taken by Eadie low, but too much pace and impetus. And this is the way it looked from head on. Out to Colk, showing the ball to Olling. Strode through very simply and unloaded perfectly. West changed direction nicely off the left foot. The Eadie tackle was late, but West was over. And the score then, Parramatta 6, Manly 2. Cronin from the junction of the almost the sideline and the quarter line. He's only a metre or so away from it. The breeze across the kick from left to right. There's a Craven Mild award in this match of $2,000 to the team scoring most tries. They each shared $2,000 on Sunday by scoring 3 tries each. That looks a good kick. Successful. Must have gone to score, I think. No, he's taken only about a metre away. Actually, about 3 metres now that he's been pushed back. Stephen Knight was the tackler. Glover. Baker goes for the run around. There's a fisticuff going between Knight and West. Right and left hands being thrown here in the corner. More players getting involved. The referee trying to referee the game and watch the incident on the sideline. They've finally separated. That'll wait until Parramatta can see what they can do about this. There's Price with a kick ahead. Oh, they made a meal of that too, but it's... Well, there's all sorts of stupidities going on down there between both sets of players.
Price and Eadie came to grips first.
Well, Stephen Knight's going to be called out. Graham Eadie will be called out. Now let's just see it again if we can try to pick out what the devil that was all about. Price was the one that put the kick up. Watch the referee darting in there, trying to stop them going in. There's a punch thrown by Ian Thompson. Price goes down. Absolute stupidity by both sets of players. Somebody on the ground, the Manly player writhing around. That's Graham Eadie, still being treated. Glenn West now being called over to be spoken to. Graham Eadie being led off, and Ray Brannigan, it looks like he's got his eye badly cut open, it would appear. Well, it's hard to distinguish what... And Ray Price has been sent off. Ray Price sent off in a nasty incident about 5 minutes before the half-time break. Goes up and talks to his coach, Terry Fernley. There's Eadie's nose, it is, not his eye. He's got a bad gash on the nose. I don't know how that would come about. He's running off, so one would suppose he's not going to be replaced. Oh, Craig's taken on the burst. The defence comes over. He's picked off now, only about 15 metres out from the Manly line. Great running there and a good break by Glenn West. Now Parramatta's turn to put on the pressure. Robert J out to Graham Olling. A great opening out there. Runners in for the try. Easy. They've got them. Really an appalling display by Manly. 11 points to 2. Let's look at the fine work by Parramatta. Remember, they're a man short. The pass from Jay out to Olling, and he ran into an opening and unloaded correctly to Glover, having sucked Simon Booth in to take him the easiest of tries. 11 points to 2. The head-on shot, well taken by Cock, had to reach down for it. Jay cuts out a man, the fullback, out to Olling. Look at the gap out there. The ball did touch Booth's hand by the look of it. And Glover gets the passage, saloon passage, I might add, deluxe passage, up the sideline with no cover defence. 9 minutes of the second half gone. McCrader now attempting to make it 13-2. He's just on the quarter line. He's about 9 metres into the sideline across the Blues. It's away to the right, and the score then remains. Finding all sorts of ways to get through this Manly defence. There's little Webb running well from dummy half and making about an 8-metre gain. That'll be a penalty. He sent him off. John Gray's off for using the elbows. Watch it again. John Gray sent off in the 11th minute of the second half for using the elbow in the tackle on Robert Jay. There's the head-on shot. That's 2 heavy knocks Jay's taken in the last 2 matches. Gray removes the Mouth guard disconsolately from his mouth as he's ordered from the field, and Jay still down receiving attention. Now it's level pegging. They are 12 men each in a sensational game of football here, in which it's been a very one-sided game, really. Parramatta have always been the better football team. But we've had two players sent off. Ray Price, 5 minutes before half-time. And John Gray, 11 minutes after half-time. Now Mick Cronin with the opportunity to increase the lead to 13 with a kick from 40 metres out. Jay is up and about. Buzz going around this crowd, the action they've seen. Now Cronin score over 400 points this season. Looks good. Just unsuccessful. Edie takes it. Bus one tackle. Gets it out almost to the quarter line. Pass away to Kulich. They're only about 15 metres out now. One of the rare occasions they've been in Parramatta's territory. Brannigan. Walker. Crossfield, 15 metres out still. Stephen Knight runs from dummy half, makes some inroads. Got a bad pass back inside. I think Randall's got to it, but they're still 15 metres out. Ray Brannigan now with a kick. That's not a bad kick. It's a try. Taken on the full. Who got it? John Harvey. That was a magnificent leap to catch it. You can't put any blame on young Peter Sterling. He went up high, but he was just out-jumped. No blame accrues to the young 18-year-old, let me tell you. This was a beautifully judged kick by Brannigan, but watch Harvey come through onside. Now, what's the leap? The two-handed mark, about 3 feet off the ground, juggled it. Well, I hope they see as good a ones as that on the MCG this year. Great one. Let's see it on the head-on shot. Brannigan's kick. Up she goes. Now Harvey, coming from the onside position, has to actually slow down there. Now watch young Sterling. He leaps too, but he's out-leapt. But Harvey juggled it in his hands, actually dropped it there. Now that's as good a try as you could hope to see. Now Edie from almost directly in front. He gets his 2 out of 3. So then the score is 11 points to Parramatta, 7 points to Manly, 19.5 minutes to go. Two of the major telling factors in this game, Manly. It's a clean scrum heel to this Gartner up the blind side. Throws the dummy. Going right through. I don't think they'll catch him. Pearn certainly won't. Gartner's gone. He's going round. Atkins is coming with him. And it's a great solo try by Gartner. It had to come. They're getting a fair bit of possession in the last 5 minutes, Manly, and that was a try that came right out of the blue. Let's see it again. The switch of play. Back to Gartner from the open side. He sensed there was the opening there. There's the young fullback with a Sterling with a desperate dive. He couldn't quite get to him. Pearn tried manfully to knock his legs away, but that was not on. And to Atkins' credit, he was there to stop him going around, and that might be very valuable bit of tactical work. Now here it is again from head on. Now watch the pace of Gartner. He shapes to give it to Booth. And there was the injection of pace there, and this man can fly. All the confidence in the world. Now Peard looms in, trying to sort of hammer the legs down at the back. Atkins coming in from the right. At that point, stopped him going around any further. That's a very good bit of football by Atkins. That makes it 11-10 Parramatta. Still 15 minutes to go. An important kick from Eadie, which can put Manly in front for the first time, should they get the goal. Been badly out of form. He's hit the upright. It's rebounded into the field of play. And there you are. When you're hot, you're hot. And when you're not, you're not. Parramatta 11, Manly 10. I think Graham Eadie's saying a few words to himself on the way back. Quarter line, last tackle.
Ray Brannigan's in position.
It's a bad pass. Up goes the bomb from Brannigan. They're onside. It's a try. He's awarded a try.
Steve Martin.
The ball came back towards the Manly line. And watch it again. The pass from Knight, the kick from Brannigan. They're onside. Through they came. Little Sterling went high, tried desperately. It came off Sterling's hand, according to the referee. Martin gets the rebound and puts it down beside the post. Is that the way you saw it?
Yes.
He indicated, I think he's indicated that Sterling got a hand to the ball. What's the kick from Brannigan?
Well, it wouldn't have mattered, Ricks, because it came backwards, so it's still not a knock-on from Manly.
But he made an exaggerated signal with his hands. No suggestion of them offside here. Let's see. It did go backwards. There was no knock-on. I think Sterling did touch it. It ricocheted fortuitously straight to Steve Martin. Now, Eadie won't get an easier kick than this with 10 minutes to go. 13-11. Manly have scored 3 tries all. Eadie. And that makes it 15-11 in Manly's favour. And I would say exactly 10 minutes to go. Yes, it'll be interesting to see whether the Western Suburbs side, who are sitting watching this, are impressed. If you look from left to right, you'll see Les Boyd there, you'll see John Donnelly, Dorahy, you'll see Masters on the right in the glasses. They're all sitting there. Tommy Radonicus probably licking their lips over the fact that they're going to go around against one of these two sides on the weekend, who will be possibly, would you believe, exhausted. There's the man that just conceded the last penalty, and Johnny Peard has not done too many things wrong today. Graham Eadie with a kick from the sideline with 1.5 minutes or thereabouts to go. This is about 5 metres in from the sideline and on the quarter line. Across the breeze, the crowd starting to wend its way. What's he done with this one? He's kicked it. And that is a 17 points to 11 lead to Manly with about 1 minute and 10 seconds according to our clock to go. Eadie's had what success today, Darren?
4 from 7.
Well, that's a relative success for him. He's been badly out of form with the boot in recent times. The kick-off. Gartner takes it. Scorer of a try that got Manly back into the game. Has had a good match.